Hey everyone, I have an update on the letter Y. So basically, Y is a consonant, but it can function as a vowel. So basically in English, words are like sandwiches, and the vowels are the goodies inside the sandwiches, and sometimes on top an open-faced sandwiches, like only is an open-faced sandwich. But vowels are usually in the middle. Sometimes Y gets there in the middle. So here we have Sundays, which has a nice, well-behaving Y in it. Y, as in day. You can probably almost read the word day. Y. You often see that A-Y, Y combination. And way up there, no parking anytime. Do you see that really dirty Y? Hold on a second. I have to put my coffee down to show you. Okay. No parking any time. You probably should almost be able to read the word any. Do you see the dirty Y at the end? So usually words in English don't end with vowels, but the Y is kind of like a vowel-y sound. I don't know. There's all these companies that end with the letter Y, like happily, bubbly, goobly. You ever see that Lee? I swore I would never create a company that ended with Lee. I just think it's so cheesy. Like, you don't know how to think of a name, so you just add a Lee on the end. Oh, here's another lovely Y for the church. Oh, it's so refreshing to look for Y's after trying to find Q's. They're so much more common. Another day. So Y often is appearing in the word day. So here we have Saturday, Friday. So if you're looking at hours and you see a bunch of words with a Y at the end, you may indeed be looking at a schedule. Oh, here's something about Homeland Security. It's private property. Even a Homeland Security can't come on inside. Okay, security. That's a Y. And also property. Y. Do you see it? Okay. Oh, I like this place. They're just telling everyone where they belong. Okay, so let us try to find some more Y's. I'm optimistic that this Y hunt is going to be easier than our Q hunt. And nothing. Oh, yeah, we do have another any. Do you see the Y in any? Maybe if you want an extra challenge, you can start looking around for the word any, because I know if you watch the other videos, you know the sound that N makes. We're going to start vowels soon. So you can be finding any. And it comes a lot because everybody's telling you you can't park anywhere. No parking anytime. And here's another one. No standing anytime. I'm going to start walking towards it, and I want you to see how quickly you can find the Y in any. Do you see it? Do you see it? Do you see it? Any. All right, let's see. What are some more Y's? Oh, I found a nice one here. This is about the First Methodist Church, and I'm not gonna walk in their garden because that wouldn't be nice, but it says the site to the First Methodist Episcopal Society, and there we have the word society, and at the end we have a Y. You'll often find Y's at the end. Oh, and by the way, William C. Pomeroy Foundation. Roy. Okay, so this is what I want you to know about Y's. It's the same uppercase as lowercase, so it's not a big deal if we don't find any lowercase ones. Okay, except the lowercase, the tail goes a little bit lower. Okay, here's another Y in ministry. Now, these videos are not designed to be religious, but you're probably going to walk by a lot of churches, so that's a good place to look for letters. Maybe feel really nice and help you with reading. Okay, this is the same sign we saw before in a different spot. We have entry. Can you find the Y? And we have security. Another Y. Oh, and here's a great one. This one, you see B and Y, and you would think it'd be B, but actually this two-letter word is by. Private property, notice, there's a Y. This church is private property, Y. Unauthorized entry, Y. Including by, Y. Weird little two-letter word, ICE or Homeland Security. But out ICE or Homeland Security without a judicial warrant is not permitted. Now, this church is very inclusive and they are committed to protecting immigrants and people in the LGBTQ community and anybody who needs help. And so they're putting up that sign to know so that if anyone in the government wants to hurt immigrants or LGBTQ people, they cannot go in that church. It doesn't matter if they're Homeland Security. I really appreciate that sign and I never noticed it before. Okay, so we are in Cayuga. Ithaca is in Cayuga County. No, actually Tompkins County. Oh, sorry. This whole area is Cayuga. And Cayuga Lake is a kind of famous lake in Ithaca. So Cayuga. Yeah. And here we have one of my favorite words, community. Do you see that Y at the end? Y in community. What does community mean to you? Oh, and here's a good one that comes up quite a bit. Do you know what this word is? Y-O-U-R. Can you find the Y? This is a small Y. I'm glad we found one actually, even though it looks a lot like the big Y. The differentiator here is that this little tail is coming below the word your. So once you get started with writing, that's just something to know. And here we have another Y in ways. I've got to say, after doing Q, it's so satisfying to look for a letter that appears in so many places. So here the whole sign is better together, explore ways with a Y to support your mental health with free and fun activities for all ages. And from Cayuga Health with a Y. All right, I think that's plenty on Y. Has a nice Y sound. That sound doesn't change a lot unless it's E at the end of a word, like finally. Pretty easy to spot and a useful word. Okay, we're gonna finish it up with one more Y because this is just a word that you almost might be able to read at this point now you know the consonants. Can you read this word with the Y in it? Can you find the Y? Here's the Y. I'm gonna back up because it's a little blurry. P-A. Pay. There you go. And just keep in mind, and you don't need to memorize this, but when you see an A and a Y together, it usually makes the A sound. And that's just useful for you to remember because usually when you think of A, you think of A, but A-Y is A. So here's a great example. The universe answered my request. This says one way. Do you see the big Y at the end of the word way? Way. Yeah. There's an A, and then you know W, nice friendly letter. That sign is way, and you're gonna see this sign a lot if you live in a city, one way, which is telling you you can only drive in one direction of the street. So be on the lookout for Y for Y today. Tell me if you have a name that starts with Y, like Yolanda. And for an extra challenge, you can also look for AY, like way, and just remember that that has the sound A. All right, great work. Keep it up. You can do one video a day. You can watch this video over and over until Y feels like the easiest thing you ever heard of. Or if you feel like this is just super easy, you can do a couple of videos at a time. But, you know, just remember how awesome it is that you are doing this. Oh my gosh. Just a few more A's. Here we have a way. Can you spot the Y? And then I'm just gonna run up to it. Can you see the Y? Can you see the Y? Can you read that word? It's an A-Y. What sound does A-Y make? A. And what is that letter at the front of the word? What sound does that make? It's a P. What sound does P make? P. What did you get when you put P and A together? Pay. So if you want to pay the parking people, you can pay here. Okay, now I'm truly done. Bye! Which also has a Y in it.